Hello friends, welcome to Python programming tutorials. In this class we are going to discuss about date and time module available in Python. The date time module supplies classes to work with date and time. The following are the classes of date time module. We discuss all the classes one by one. The first class name is date. So how we can import this date class? By using from date time import date. Another class is time. So how we can import? From date time import time. And third one is date and time both. So how we can import? Import date time import date and time. Now we can see the purpose of date class. So when an object of this class is instantiated, it presents a date in the following format. What is the format? Y. That means the first is year and second one represents month and third one represents date. So that means actually this is the date object. So this is the time object. That is a date and time object. When the object is created, a constructor is invoked in this class. So what is the constructor in this class? The constructor of this class. So every class contains the constructor. The constructor needs three mandatory arguments. One is year, second one is month, and third one is date. So this is the constructor syntax. Class date time dot date. This is the class. The first one is year, second one is month, third one is date. So now we can discuss with one example. So from date time import date. That means the date class is imported. So today date equals to date of. So here I am giving the input 2020 7/31. So 2020 is a year. So this is the month. So this is the day. So all these have some boundaries. For example, the month I don't give as a 13. Why? The month is from 1 to 12. In the similar way, the date, we don't give the date as 35. So why? The date from the range of the date is 1 to 31. For example, I select the February 2. So for that, I don't give the 30 as an input. Why? The range is 1 to 29 for February. Okay. So now, print today date. So this is the variable. In this, these data is stored. So that means today date. What it prints? It prints 2020 colon, what's the month? 7 colon 13. This is initiated manually. And another way is date dot today. So date dot today means today date is automatically stored in this variable t date. Now I want to print t date of year. What it prints? It prints 2020. T date dot month. What is the month? So today month is 7. So today day is 31. So this is the output. In the similar way, the next class is time class. So date class represents the dates. And similarly, the time class represents time. So time objects represents local time independent of any day. The constructor syntax is hours equals to 0, minutes equals to 0, and second equals to 0. So microsecond equals to 0, time zone info equals to none, asterisk fold equals to 0. So this is the syntax of the constructor in time class. Now we can see with one example. From date time import time. T equals to time of, I am giving first one 8. 8 is interpreted as a hours. 34 minutes. 28, 23 seconds. If you give another number, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is taken as microsecond. Microsecond. So print t. So print t means it prints 8, 34, 23. So next print t dot hour. So what is the t dot hour? 8. What is the t dot minute? 34. What is the t dot second? 23. If I initiate t equals to time, that means the constructor is invoked. In the constructor, hours equals to 0, minutes equals to 0, seconds equals to 0, microseconds equals to 0. So it displays like this. Okay, all initiated with zeros. So next class is date and time. It's a combination of date and time both. So information on date and time is contained in this class. Its a constructor syntax is year, month, day. So after that hour, minute. So after that second, microsecond, time zone info, ASCII float. Fold equals to 0. If you observe that, so that is a combination of these two constructors. We can see with one example. X equals to date time dot now. So that means it takes the current date and time. So now the current date time is 2027:31. So this is the time. So this is the microseconds. So print X. We can give these details manually also. The first one treated as year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, microseconds. Okay, so y equals to, this is the y. So print y means it prints 2020-07-31-08-34-23-34 So y dot year means it prints 2020. Y dot month means it prints 7. Y dot day means 31. Y dot hours means, here I am giving 8. Minutes equals to 34 and second equals to 23. So print y dot timestamp. So what is this timestamp means? So based on the hours and minutes, this function calculates some value. The value is known as a timestamp. So for this time, so this is the timestamp. So next class is time delta, which is used for calculating differences in date and also can be used for date manipulations in Python. We can discuss with one example. So how we can import time delta means from datetime module. From datetime import datetime comma time delta. D1 equals to datetime dot now. So now means the current date and time is stored in D1. The current date time is 2027/31 is the date. So this is the time. So D2 equals to time delta. Here we are giving the days equals to 20. Okay, so FD equals to D1 plus D2. So that means future date equals to, so what is the D1? This is the D1. Further we are going to add 20 days. So this is the July 31st. 20 days means it becomes 20 August. Similarly, past date. So past date means D1 minus D2. So that means it's 11th July. If you print FT, it prints this as a output. If you print PD, past time, then it prints this as output.
So now we see the execution. So date, so this is the output. This is the output regarding time. So 83423, 83423. T dot hour 8, T dot minute 34, T dot second 23. So this is the output regarding date, time. So y dot year means 2020, month 7, day 20, hour 8, 34, 23, timestamp. So this is the output related to time delta. So day is equals to 20, the current date plus 20, current date minus 20. So current date plus 20 means 20th August, current date minus 20 means 11 July.